Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, that's good. Have you tried the worksheet? You can take a look at the first question and try first question. Those who have done can send in your answers for question 1A. Anyone? Express 588 as a product of its prime factors. So prime factors means they want all the factors to be prime numbers. Yep, good job. You got the correct answer. Yep, I was doing some updates. I actually came in at 6:57. Then after that, my background got changed. So I have to change my background before coming back in. So I came in at 7:01. Okay, so prime factors. All factors must be prime numbers. Okay. Oh, you only P5. Yep, correct. Part B is finding the highest common factor. So for 588, it's an even number, so we can divide it by 2. So when you divide by 2, you have 294. It's still an even number, so I divide by 2 again. 2 is a prime number. Yeah, so for primary school, what you have not learned is just what are prime numbers. If you understand what are prime numbers, you should be able to do the question. So divide by 2 again, I get 147. 147, I can divide by 3. After I divide by 3, I get 49. So 49, I divide by 7, I get 7. So you prime factorize until you get 1. Okay? Then all the numbers here will be the prime factors. So this means 588 is equals to 2 to the power of 2 times 3 times 7 to the power of 2. Okay? Part B, have you all found the HCF? They tell you that 504 is 2 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 2 times 7. Find the largest integer, which is a factor of both 504 and 588. Or you can just write the prime factors. Don't have to write 588 equals to 1. 2 to the power of 3 times 3 times, 2 to the power of 2 times 3 times 7 to the power of 2 is also correct. Usually I just go in sequence of from smallest to biggest, but it doesn't matter as long as you're dividing by prime numbers. Okay? So they ask you to find the largest integer, means they want you to find the highest common factor. That is both a factor of 504 and 588. So in order for you to find the highest common factor of 504 and 588, we will take the lowest power for both of them, looking at their prime factors. So one is 2 to the power of 2, the other one is 2 to the power of 3. So the lower power will be the 2 to the power of 2. Times 1 is 3 to the power of 2, 1 is 3 to the power of 1. So 3 to the power of 1 is the smaller power. Then the other one is 7 to the power of 1 and 7 to the power of 2. So 7 to the power of 1 is the smaller power. So this will be equals to 84. So the largest integer is 84. Yeah, correct. Part C. Find the smallest positive integer m such that cube root of 504m is a positive integer. C is 147. Good job. So this is cube root. So after cube root, it's a positive integer, means that your 504m, whatever that's inside, its prime factors must have powers that are multiples of 3. Okay? Meaning your 504m must be equals to 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3 times 7 to the power 3. Everything you can see that the power must be in the multiples of 3. Okay, because 504 has the prime factor of 2, 3, and 7. And you have the breakdown of the prime factorization of 504, which is given in part B. So it's 2 to the power 3 times 3 squared times 7, and then times your m must gives you this. So with this, we can find what is m. Okay, so m will be 3 times 7 squared, which will give you 147. Can? Can you see the, can you see my handwriting? See. Okay. Yep, part D is 7, correct? Hmm? What is the smallest positive integer and such that 504n is a multiple of 588. They are talking about multiples here. So 588 is 2 to the power of 2 times 3 times 7 to the power of 2. Meaning your 504n, since it has to be a multiple of 588, means it must have all the prime factors of 588. And they want this smallest positive integer n. So this means you need to find the lowest common multiple. Yeah, correct. Of 504 and 588. Okay? So 504n is equals to LCM of 504 and 588. So to find the LCM of these two, I take the highest power. So 2 to the power 3 is the highest power, 3 square is the highest power, and 7 square is the highest power. Okay? And then we know that our 504, the prime factorization is 2 power 3 times 2 power 3 times 3 power 2 times 7, and then times n, it must be equals to 2 power 3 times 3 square times 7 square. So with this, we can find what is the value of n, which is just 7. All done? Hmm? I think 673. Oh yeah, Sec 1 next year. Okay, can I move on to question 2? Simplify the following expressions. So firstly, we will arrange them to put the like terms together. Remember that the sign in front will follow the term itself. So there's two terms here, one in terms of A and one in terms of B. Okay, so when I rearrange, I will get half A minus a quarter A plus half B plus a quarter B. Next, I'll make the denominator the same so that I can add the fractions up. So 2 over 4A minus 1 over 4A. And I'll have 2 over 4B plus 1 over 4B. Now the denominators are the same, so I can add and subtract. Okay, so 2 over 4 minus 1 over 4, I'll get 1 over 4a. 2 over 4 plus 1 over 4, I get 3 over 4. So I will get 1 over 4a plus 3 over 4b. $675. We are working on Sec 1 revision because for Sec 2 this year, they still need to remember what they have learned in Sec 1. And for O-levels, they test you from Sec 1 to Sec 4. All these are algebra. Algebra is quite common in secondary level. Okay? Anyone try part B? Yeah, algebra you all will start learning in primary 6. 4P is correct, but the Q part is not correct. Okay? So firstly, we'll look at expanding the algebra. So we will multiply the 2 in. So 2 times 3p, we get 6p. Then 2 times negative 5q, we get negative 10q. Okay? This is negative sign, so we take negative 1 times 2p, we get negative 2p. Then negative 1 times negative 4q, we get positive 4q. Okay? Yeah, bracket means times. Next, we rearrange them. 6p minus 2p plus 4q minus 10q. When I rearrange them, I like to put the positive in front. Okay, wherever possible. And then the like terms together. So 6p minus 2p, I get 4p. 4q minus 10q, I get negative 6q. So the answer should be 4p minus 6q. Sec 2 have algebra as well. Sec 2, they can test you on Sec 1 things in the end of your exam. Because ultimately what you are doing for in secondary school, you are going to take your O-levels, right? O-levels will test you from Sec 1 to Sec 4 topics. We do teach linear graph in our curriculums. Yep, 3A is 36, correct? You can draw with a freehand for parabola, or you can use a curve ruler. It comes with practice. Okay, can I move on to question 3? If it's a sketch, then no, they won't be so strict. But if you are drawing on a graph paper, then you have to plot clearly. Hmm? Question 3A. They want the sixth term. So the first four terms is 1, 4, 9, and then 16. So you need to be good with numbers, since all these are square numbers. If you draw with freehand, then you have to practice more on drawing your curve. If not, you can use a curve ruler. Since they're all square numbers, this is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. So when they want the sixth term will be 6 square. So it's just 36. Yep, good. Then find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of the sequence. So T1 is 1 square, T2 is 2 square, T3 is 3 square, and so on. So your Tn will just be n square. Yep. So is the number 99 part of the sequence above? Explain your answer. No. So because square root 99 will give you 9.949 and so on, it's not an integer. So 99 is not a perfect square. Can also, if you write n is not a positive integer, also can. T stands for term. The first term, the second term, the third term. All okay? Can we move on to question 4? Which one is difficult? Because it's Sec 1 work now. Yeah, just primary 5, right? Are you going primary 5 or primary 6 next year? Oh, okay. Then you should join tomorrow's TikTok live also. Yep, I think this question is still quite okay. You can try to substitute in the values of A, B, and C inside. You buy the practice paper for which level? Yep, 23 is correct. Well done. Okay, so if A is -2, B is 2, and C is -3, I just replace the algebra with all the numbers. G3 for Sec 2 or Sec 1? We only teach G3 in A grader. Ah, okay. So we are going to Sec 1 next year. Hello. Okay, so I substitute in the values of A. A is -2 times B is 2 plus 2 times C is -3 cube over A is -2. So it's equals to -2 times 2, I get -4 plus 2 times -3 cube, I get -27 over -2, -4 plus, so I can divide them by 2, then -27 minus, divide by -1, I'll get 27. So -4 plus 27, I get 23. No, I'm not teaching P5. I'm teaching Sec 1 and Sec 2 math in 2025. We will start the Sec 1 webinar in January. My colleague will be teaching P5 math in 2025. Question 5. Anyone try question 5? In secondary level, you can use a calculator, but certain steps you still need to show your working clearly. Like for example, -3 cube. You can just key in your calculator and then you write down -27. Yep, $35.60 is correct. So Shufen paid $26.70 for a pair of shoes after a discount of 25% from a departmental store. What is the original price of the shoe? So this is after the discount of 25%. Means the amount that she paid for is 100% minus away the discount, 75%. Yep. So $26.70 is 75%. They want to find the original price, so original price is always 100%. So we take $26.70 divided by 75 times 100. So like this kind, right, you can key into your calculator and then write down the answer. $35.60. Good. Y'all can take a short break from here. Those want to go to the washroom can go to the washroom. The rest y'all can try other questions first also can. There are a few more questions. Be back in around 5 minutes. How I think. Reply, what do you want me to reply you? Excuse me. The 0 point, huh? 356? 35.60 ah. What's wrong? So you're finding 1% first. But you still need to find 100%, right? Yup. Then that's the answer. Can you stop counting on? Okay. Sorry. You can get the worksheets from our link in bio. Here are all the questions. We'll be continuing. The next one will be, let me see. Second gen. The next Sec 2 Math live will be second gen. Okay, let's continue. 84 boys and 100 girls signed up for a learning journey. Okay. The teacher wanted to divide them into mixed groups with the same number of boys and number of girls in each group. Find the largest possible number of groups in the learning journey. Yep, correct. Second gen, then I think it's 16 gen. Then there'll be a Sec 1 Math TikTok live in between also. I think it's on the 9 gen. Yep, correct. 4 is correct. And you'll be using highest common factor. So when they ask for the largest possible number of groups, you want to find the highest common factor of 84 and 100. Yeah, there will be Set 1 and Set 2 TikTok live on alternate weeks from Jan onwards. Okay? So 84, we prime factorize the two numbers first. Divide by 2, 42. Divide by 2, 21. Divide by 3, 7, 7, 1. And we prime factorize 100. Okay, so 84 is equals to 2 square times 3 times 7. And then 100 equals to 2 square times 5 square. Then we find the highest common factor of 84 and 100. So to find the highest common factor, we take the lowest power. So the lowest power is 2 square, which is 4. So therefore, the largest possible number of groups is 4 groups. Hence, find the number of boys in each group. So we know that if there's 4 groups and there's 84 boys, we take 84 boys divided by 4 groups, means each group will have 21 boys. Okay, question 6. Question 6b, anyone done? Can send in your answers if you are done. Yep. Correct. So for part B, for a television show, 1/5 of the viewers were under 50 years old, 1/4 of the viewers were over 75 years old, and 3/4 of those over 75 years old were men. If the total number of viewers was 80, find the number of viewers who are between 50 and 75 years old inclusive. So firstly, you can find the fraction. So 1 whole minus 1/5 that is under 50 and minus 1/4 that is over 75. I make them to have the common denominator first so that I can subtract. So times 4 times 4 times 5 times 5. Technically, you can also use a calculator since it's secondary work. Okay, so you get 11 over 20. So 11 over 20 of the viewers are between 50 and 75. You know that the total is 80, so 11 over 20 I times 80, you will get 44. So 44 viewers. The number of women over 75 years old. So you know that 1/4 of them is over 75 years old. We find the number of viewers who are over 75 years old first. So 1/4 times 80. There are 20 viewers who are over 75 years old. And then if 3/4 of them are men, means 1 whole minus 3/4. 1/4 of the number of people who is over 75 years old are women. So 1/4 times 20, you get 5. Oh, so sorry. I'll slow down. Can? Thank you for sharing the live. Anyone, any questions? Those who are done can move on to next question and then send in your answers for the next question. I teach online class. Anyone done with the next question? You got another gift? Ah, okay. I don't have physical class this year. I teach Sec 1 and Sec 2 math webinar. Okay, so what do y'all get for the Kahoot gift? It's random, right, the gift? Ah, okay. Just nice you can use for when school reopen. I usually go live on Thursday, either 7 or 7:30. After today's live, it'll be January already on all Thursdays. You can get a gift when there's Kahoot and if you're the top 3. Wow, nice. Okay, can I move on to the next question? Mavis travels from Singapore to Thailand. She exchanges 750 Singapore dollars to Thai baht. When the exchange rate is $1, is equals to 26 Thai baht. While in Thailand, she spent 14,200 Thai baht. On her return, she exchanges the remaining Thai baht into Singapore dollars when the exchange rate is 1 Singapore dollar equals to 26.5 Thai baht. There are some ways for you to claim the gift if you are the top 3. So after you join our Kahoot, then you follow the procedure. Like you screenshot that you are the top 3, then send message through our TikTok or WhatsApp us to claim your gift. Okay, so how much does she receive in Thai baht? She exchanged 750 Sing dollars. Each Sing dollar is 26 Thai baht. Has anyone tried the question? What should the answer be? What's the answer? Hmm? How you get 5,300? They are not asking how much is left. How much does she receive in Thai baht is when she exchange using her Singapore dollar, because they say how much does she receive before spending. Okay, so you take $750 times 26. Yep, we should get 19,500. So this is like the amount that she will receive from the money changer. Hmm. Part 2 is find the amount of Singapore dollars she received. That's when she's back from Thailand, and when she changed back her Thai baht to Singapore dollars, whatever that she's left with. Yep, correct. Mm. Okay, so you have to firstly find how much she left with in Thai baht after spending $14,200. So if you go with 19,500 Thai baht minus away 14,200 Thai baht that she spent, she's left with 5,300. Okay, so this is the amount that she left in Thai baht. Then $26.50 Thai baht can exchange for 1 Sing dollar. So you take 5,300 divided by 26.5 to find the Sing dollar. So she will receive Singapore dollar 200, $200. Enjoy your dinner. Mm-hmm. Those who are done can try part B. Anyone, any question? Those who are done with part B can send in your answer for part B. Yep, good job. That's correct. So every year the value of a car depreciates by 15%. means the value of car will go down by 15% of its value in the previous year. Okay, so the depreciation amount is getting lesser and lesser every year because of the value of the value of the car in the previous year is also lesser. Okay, so if the value of car is $93,925 in 2022, find its value in 2020. So the value in the early years will be higher. If they tell you that it depreciate by 15% of its value in its previous year, means you take 100% minus away 15% equals 85%, means let's say for this year 2022, it is 85% of the previous year's value. Okay, because it is of the previous year. Mhm. Okay, so in 2022, the value is 93,925. Then you can find in 2021. So this is 85% of the previous year. Means I take this amount, I divide by 85 times 100 because I want to find the 100%. Okay, I will get 110,500. So this is the value in 2021. Same thing, if I want to find 2020, this value is actually 85% of the value in 2020. Then with that, I find in 2020, I use the same method. I divide by 85 times 100. That's how we get the 130,000. Okay, you can see that every year, right, you multiply with 100 and divide by 85, right? So let's say if you were to skip this year and go to this year, right? You just need to take the value times 100 over 85, 2 times mean squared. So how many years you are going back? It will be in the power. Okay? You can see from here it's 100 divided by 85, and then I multiply by this again, 100 divided by 85. So when you go back by another 10 more years, then you times 100 over 85 to the power of 10. What is BCE 600? What? You mean the year BC 600? They won't have such question here. Yep, can. So if it's 2012, then you just times 100 over 85 to the power of 10. Okay. I think you all can cancel away this as you don't need this Singapore dollar sign here. Okay, that's all. We've gone through all the questions for today's live. Anyone, any question? All okay? So we have this webinar promo. You all can register for the free trial. There'll be one free trial before you all decide if you want to sign up. Okay, so for primary 5 and 6, we have English, Math, Science, and Creative Writing. Then Set 1 and 2, we have Math. And then our next live will be tomorrow for primary 5 Math. It's a walkthrough of primary 4 and of your revision, same timing. Okay, bye bye. See you all. See you all in next live.